So it is no, it's not Friday, it's Saturday. Oh my gosh. It is Saturday, February 16th, and it's actually around 10:30. I kind of had a lot going on in the morning, so I wasn't able to give you guys an update, but basically last night, my deliveries never came. I need to call Ikea and see what the deal with that is, because as far as I knew, they were all supposed to come on Friday, and I never received anything to the contrary. So I have no idea where they are. I tried to track them based on like their system, and it just didn't work, so I have no idea. Which meant that, so the stuff that was supposed to get delivered by just like postal package were all of like the little things, including my sheets and my pillows. So I couldn't sleep here last night because I had nothing. So I basically I stayed here until 7. Just before 7, I tried calling Ikea to see if I could get a hold of someone. Didn't. I was on hold for like 20 minutes. And so I finally was just like, you know what? I'm exhausted. I'm not feeling super well. I'm just going to go to bed. So I grabbed a couple of things so that I could just like sleep. In my old apartment, I actually had already left my shower stuff and my blankets because I had kind of a feeling something was gonna go wrong. Also, I just didn't have hands to bring them, so I left that stuff to deal with later. So I ended up going back and sleeping in the old place. And then this morning I got up at like 6:30, just not feeling really well. Hopefully I won't have any of my like horrendous coughing, but it's real bad. So I got up at 6:30 and headed over here by like 7:15 with the last load of stuff, which is great. I basically just have like cleaning stuff left over there, and I have decided that no matter what, I'm going to sleep here tonight. So I at least have 2 blankets, and I'm gonna use my clothes as pillows if I have to. I do have my mattress, which is great. I don't think I have, so another fun thing, when I did my online order with Ikea, I had no idea how many boxes I was going to get. So like certain pieces come in 2 boxes or more. So I knew that I was missing 2 boxes because the delivery guys were like, hey, these are the only 2 we don't have. But as I was looking to go and do my bed, I realized that I didn't have the slats that they use to support the mattress. And I went on the website, I was like, oh my God, did I like forget to buy this? And no, it's on there. It says it comes with it, it's just packaged separately. And I don't see it anywhere. So I'm like, okay, so is that one that's supposed to come in the mail? No idea. Another question, I have a list of questions to ask Ikea when I get them on the phone. Should be fun. But at least I have my mattress, so if like all else fails, I am just going to unroll my mattress on my bedroom floor, cover it with blankets, and like we're gonna call it a day. So at 8:30, I hung out here for a while. I was just basically like recuperating my strength. At just around 8:30, I went because I was having some major issues. So the screwdriver that I have, so I have a toolkit, and it's got a Phillips head and a flathead screwdriver, right? Great. Except that the Phillips head is like just a hair too small, and so I was not getting enough traction. I kept like stripping the screws. So I was in the middle of setting up my desk yesterday, which I was like, I really want that because that's gonna allow me to then move a bunch of stuff under there so that I have room, because I still can't access my trash. So I just am like accumulating boxes, and I'm literally at the point where I might start like taping some of these boxes shut and just putting them on my balcony so that I have room, because this is getting ridiculous. Anyway, side story. So I went down to one of our stores, and I was actually able to find a screwdriver. It's got a bunch of different bits, which, hold on a second, I can show you. You better believe I have my desk chair done, so I'm just like rolling everywhere because I'm exhausted. So let's take a peek. So I got this, where it's one of those, you like put the bit in the front, and then this piece unscrews, and you've got all of these different bits. I was actually just gonna buy a flathead or a Phillips head like this one that was slightly bigger, but it didn't have the price tag on it. So I was like, well, I was thinking about getting this one anyway. So I just grabbed this one, and I'm glad I did, because I ended up using for my desk, I ended up using this flathead bit because I was actually able to get better traction, even though there were technically Phillips head screws. So, but as you can see, my desk is all set up, which is great. I literally just moved that off of the floor because it was in front of my, like the drawers here. So I need to kind of figure out my spacing situation so I can open drawers and like not hit my hip on the edge of the table and like all of that kind of fun stuff. We're gonna work on that. And I brought over my bullet journal stuff so that I might sit for a while and actually do that. I haven't even eaten breakfast. Like, I had coffee, but I haven't even eaten breakfast, because after I got the screwdriver, I actually went and got groceries because I desperately need to cook like real human food. So that's going to be one of my goals for today. So that was that. And then at 9:30, the plumber came because I think I mentioned before, the shower like head, like that whole piece was broken, and also the shower door is broken. So he knew about the door, which is great, except that without having seen it, he couldn't like tell if he had the parts to fix it. So I do actually now have a shower, which is fantastic, but the shower door is still an issue. So I now have a shower head, which is fantastic, but the door is still living right in here because, yeah, it's not fixed yet. So he actually took off, like, this piece is what's broken. So he actually took the one off the top so he could go and see if he could find like the right one. He also did a little bit of caulking to fill up holes and stuff. I can't actually shower until like tonight, but I did shower at my old place this morning, so I'm not gonna need to. I'll shower tomorrow morning, which hair is doing things because I basically just like had it wet, put gel in, and then let it air dry. So yay. So yeah, I guess my goal, oh, that's a weird kind of lighting. So my goal for today, aside from, goals, sitting down though, are build furniture. So I actually yesterday, when I wasn't able to actually build anything else, I took a couple of minutes and I moved stuff into the appropriate room. So I have my second kitchen stool here, and I have 4 boxes that are part of the big bookshelf. They're like the cabinets and drawers that are gonna go with them, but I don't think I'm gonna assemble them until I actually get the main bookshelf, because that seems kind of silly. And I moved my kitchen chairs over here, and I've got my kitchen table over there. You can see where I need to like move boxes out. So that's why I think I'm gonna take some time and put this stuff like under the desk, just so I have a little bit more room. Also here, I can't move everything because I do still want to be able to actually use the desk, but at least to kind of like consolidate a tiny bit. And then I've still got, so in my bedroom, I've still got the bed and my couch, which I am a little bit concerned that it's gonna be too big. If it is, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. So yeah, definitely wanna work on building furniture. I would love to get my kitchen table and at least like 1 chair set up. That would be great. I don't think I'm gonna necessarily even attempt to build my bed frame because I don't think I have all the parts. So I might as well just leave it in pieces because it's smaller, it takes up less space. I'm gonna work on organizing stuff, and I'm gonna cook because desperately need to have some real food. And then I don't know, I need to go actually have my vacuum cleaner and microwave. I was meant to pick up yesterday, but obviously couldn't leave my house until 7, and they close at 7. So I need to go and do that, but it's Saturday in France, which means, I don't know if you can hear that explosion sound. The yellow vests are out in force, and because parts of the demonstration have started getting a little bit more violent, the police will use water cannons and pepper spray. I've never seen the water cannons here in my town, to be honest, but I have seen the pepper spray, and I've walked through the fog after it had already been set off a little bit before, and it is not fun. So I don't really want to leave my house. Yeah, just don't really want to. The good thing is, if I do, the store where I need to pick up my stuff is super close. The bad thing is I probably have to make 2 trips because I don't think they're gonna be bulky boxes. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do both of them at once. So we will see. But honestly, I don't really need the vacuum cleaner immediately, and I don't really need the microwave. I can reheat stuff in my little oven if I need to. It is what it is. I don't even have normal plates anyway, so great. So yeah, that's kind of how things are going. I am, got winded from talking. I am kind of taking it easy today. You can tell I've been sitting just because I'm really not feeling super well. So I want to get done what I can, but at some point I also might take a nap. We'll see. So I will try and come back later with some updates, especially if I get some more furniture built, and show you guys how things are coming along. All right, guys, it is almost 6 o'clock. It's 5:45 or something like that on Saturday. And as you can tell, things are not going great. I'm completely bundled up, and I've been sitting on my desk chair with literally 2 gigantic fleece blankets covering me because I'm so cold. So that's been fun. Basically, not feeling well has meant that I don't actually have enough energy to build furniture. I was able to get my table done, which is great. And I literally can't even remember if I showed it to you already. So I'm gonna kind of show you where things stand as of now, and then I am going to relax the rest of the night because I need to kick this cold so I can actually like work on stuff. So first off, how are things looking? Things are looking pretty good. So I don't know if I actually showed you guys that I decided to use this cart as a pantry, which I have some space so I can do like stuff I'm gonna be using for cooking, and then these are more like backups, you know, salts and rice and like all of that kind of stuff. So like this is the stuff I'm going to use more frequently, and then this is stuff that I really only need occasionally. And I moved all of my vinegars and oils up here, and I have my sesame seeds because that's kind of, I don't know, it kind of counts like this sort of a seasoning because like salt, pepper, sesame seeds, obviously for all of my Korean food when I cook that. So I was able to actually fit my pasta jar in the back there, which is great. And then kitchen is actually, it looks pretty similar, except that I was able to clear off a pretty good workspace for myself. So this is still like stuff I need to find homes for and what have you, because these bags used to live on the third shelf of the metal rack thing. So obviously I have other stuff there, so I'm not sure where to store them. I mean, literally don't need them like this. I could actually just like fold them up because they are like really pliable. But anyway, I've got like all my trays and stuff as well. Vases, because I still haven't bought flowers. It's on my list. So yeah, this is just kind of my like pile of chaos. I don't know what to do with you yet, so I'm just gonna move it over, but at least it's like out of the way enough that I can actually cook, which is fantastic. Then I've been eating at my desk, so I've been using my tray just so I don't like spill food on my desk. Yeah, nothing much is different in the actual kitchen. So let's take a look. So I moved the mattress for my couch out here because, all right, we're actually gonna come back and do the kitchen, this stuff later, or not the kitchen, the office. So because I wanted to open up my mattress so I can sleep here tonight, and I just kind of like put the bed stuff over to the side and kind of stuck these over here, so at least I can kind of get to stuff, which is good. That was kind of the goal. I cleaned up a bunch of stuff over here, undid a lot of the empty bags and stuff like that, so that is looking pretty good. So my goal tomorrow is going to be to do a load or two of laundry, test out my new, what's it called, washing machine. So the other thing, and unfortunately this is not going to be a very good picture because I don't have an overhead light here, so the only light I have is this little desk lamp, which it actually looks like really impressive. Hold on a second. This thing is like, looks so ridiculous. There you go. It's actually just like a light bulb, but it has different levels, which I love. So I've basically started setting up this area. Because I haven't been feeling well, I actually like watched a movie for a while, and I have my poof under here so I can put my feet up. I have my two gigantic blankets over here as well, but normally my laptop is gonna live over here. I definitely don't wanna have these on my desk, but until I get the bookshelf, I need to leave them there. And that brings me to the next bit. So hold on, I'm gonna sit down because I'm tired. And actually, can I? All right, okay, that works. Can get a little further away. So I was just on a call with Ikea for an hour and a half, and most of it was spent me being on hold, but the lady that I talked to was really nice. So apparently, the first big issue was all of the stuff that was supposed to come by the post. Well, the reason it didn't is because on the website, it was like forced through by post, but the like collective weight of my order was, I think she said like 350 kilos, which like, think about it. I got trash cans and lamps and pots and like silverware, plates, dishes, like all kinds of stuff. Like I got a ton of stuff because I have not very much. Like I have enough, thankfully. Thankfully, I'm such a maniac for like bowls and chopsticks that I had my own that I could bring with me so I can actually like eat. But I literally have to eat everything with either chopsticks or spoons. because that's all I have. I don't even have plates. Like, it's just bowls, which, like, not mad about. So apparently the order was so big that the post was like, this isn't gonna work. Like, clearly that we can't send this all together. It's a huge, like, package or whatever. So she tried to go through and, like, re-put everything through and get it to, like, go through as a truck delivery. Unfortunately, she doesn't have, like, the power for whatever her job is. She doesn't have the power to do that. So it still kept coming up that it was going to be like a postal delivery. So she has opened up like a request or whatever, so that somebody from like the head honcho delivery, whatever, calls me to figure out like what the deal is. So hopefully that's going to happen beginning of next week. I mean, they're technically open until 7 tonight, but it's already 6. Like, I feel like it's not going to happen tonight. So that's one. So definitely going to have to wait for a while. Who even knows when it's going to get delivered? It would be awesome if it could be next week, because if it's not, then I don't really have a lot of flexibility once I go back to work. We're going to see. The other thing is that I had 2 boxes that were missing from the check order that they brought. Now, they marked on my like delivery slip or whatever that they were missing. And when I asked them, the way that they made it sound was like Ikea was going to take care of it and like it was all good. But I was like, I'm just curious. I haven't heard anything about it. I want to ask. So I asked her and she's like, oh no, we actually have to put that back through. So she had to put through that order. So that's going to get delivered next Saturday. So another week without the bookshelf, not the end of the world. It's as long as I get it, like that would be great. And the last thing was I realized as I was starting to open the box for my bed that I didn't have the slats for the bed. And when I looked online, it was like, oh yeah, it comes with it. What I didn't realize is when I went through and ordered it, I didn't verify that I had clicked the box saying, yes, I actually do want the slats for my bed. So I have to order them. Shocker, something else went wrong. Anyway, so I have to do that. Thankfully, it's not super expensive. It's small enough that it's just gonna get sent by post. It's only like a one-off thing. Hopefully shipping's not too expensive. But yeah, I had a feeling I think my order was like literally like 54 items, because I lived in a furnished apartment and I moved to a completely unfurnished apartment. So I had a lot of stuff I needed to get. So I knew there were gonna be things that I forgot or that I didn't realize I needed, or that like I literally forgot to get light bulbs for my lamps, which I have the light bulbs. Those actually came Thursday? No. Like Wednesday or something ridiculously early. So yeah, those actually came super fast, but I still don't have my lamps, obviously, because that's in the half of the order that I'm still waiting on, like getting figured out. So yeah, I knew that stuff was kind of gonna go crazy. At the very least, I have my mattress. I have blankets that I can use. Like I'm sleeping here tonight. I'm not going back to the other place. Just, I'm over it. Also, like running up and down those stairs, I just need to take it easy for a little while. So that has been my Ikea saga. I am planning to, probably tomorrow, I need to kind of remeasure and see how I'm gonna fit in my sofa. I'm really hoping it's gonna fit. Like, anyway, this might be another dramatic thing. And I'm gonna see if I can sort of rework my desk situation over here, just because I really wanted a big table, which I love. Like it's amazing having this much space, but I need to figure out what's going to be like the most user-friendly and space-efficient way. So I want to see if I can kind of scooch everything a little bit closer to the like left, so that I have a little bit more room on the right for like the living room area, because you know, I love the living room area, but honestly the office stuff was the stuff that I was like, that needs to get set up first. So obviously that's what I did set up first. So that is that. Unfortunately, not a lot of really interesting stuff today, because I actually didn't do a whole lot. Hey guys, so it is Sunday at like almost 6 o'clock, and I haven't done any updates today because I have done approximately nothing. That's a lie, I did one thing. But I just thought I would give you an update. So remember how I said that I had that whole big Ikea order that was supposed to come in the post, and it was supposed to come on Friday, but I never heard anything, and et cetera, right? So I called Ikea yesterday. I think I told you guys I was on hold for an hour and a half. Well, I was not expecting it to be until at least Monday, but I actually got a call today from Ikea, their like delivery service or whatever, to follow up about this whole like situation. And apparently, and see my skepticism, apparently they are completely out of stock for all the things that I ordered. I don't actually know how that's possible because it was a wide range of items. Like I literally don't know how Ikea would be out of like just those things, because obviously a bunch of the furniture that I ordered came, the stuff that was delivered. I'm a little skeptical, to say the least. I think that their system is set up so that they will automatically put it as like a postal delivery if it's under a certain weight. But because I ordered so much stuff, collectively it was all really huge, right? Okay, so here's my issue with it. I don't actually know what the situation is, but I ordered online, and as most of us who order stuff online know, if it's out of stock, they physically won't let you order it. 1. 2, I ordered this last Friday. So like I ordered this a full week ago. I mean, we're Sunday now, so it's like even longer than a week. It's been like 9 days since I ordered this stuff, and I had absolutely zero updates whatsoever. If I hadn't called, like, were they just gonna never send my stuff? Like, that makes no sense. That is, 1, super duper shady, and 2, like, just really bad business. Most places, if there's an issue, they'll send you a thing saying, hey, by the way, we're out of stock, it might take a little bit longer, like follow up in some way, shape, or form. Not a peep. So when I got the lady on the phone, she was like, so here, like, what's the situation, da 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 da. She seemed to kind of have no idea what, like, was going on with my whole case or whatever, but she finally figured out. She's like, okay, I'm gonna look into seeing what I can do, and I'm gonna call you back. So at least I didn't have to be on hold the entire time, which was great. So she called me at 4:30, and I got a call back at 5:30. And she said, basically, so here's the problem, is that everything is out of stock. So, you know, this was an online order, so you could go to like a local store and see if they have it, or we can reimburse you. And I'm like, just reimburse it. Like, this is becoming a super like mess, catastrophe, nonsense. I don't want to freaking deal with it. Like, I was trying to do kind of a one-stop shop, there we go, for the apartment, because I have so much stuff that I have to buy, and Ikea is a fairly affordable overall. Like, if you're going to be buying a ton of apartment stuff all at once, they're kind of the affordable place to go. But just the entire situation has been not ideal, to say the least. So I do have the bookshelf coming for next Saturday. They were able to put that through, but again, if I hadn't said anything, were they just never going to send it to me? Like, I literally don't understand how this works in the slightest. Can you tell I'm a little bit annoyed? So basically, tomorrow I'm going to go through my order, all the stuff that I'm going to get reimbursed for. I'm going to make a list of all of the things, because I actually can't hook up my printer right now because my internet's not working. Awesome. That's a whole different story. And actually, I knew there was a chance that the internet wasn't going to work immediately, because they say it can take up to like 2 weeks for it to switch over. It normally doesn't, but it should be fine. But it's just not working quite yet. So I can't hook up my printer, because otherwise I would have just printed out the whole list of stuff that I have to do. So I'm going to print out, or I'm going to make a list of all the things that I had ordered and prioritize it by like, what do I really need now? So for example, priorities for me are going to be getting like silverware in general, because I literally have chopsticks and spoons, and as much as I love them, it's nice sometimes to have forks and knives. They are useful. Dishes, so plates and bowls, like just hopefully a set, 6 settings. Yeah, 6 settings of dishes. I'm gonna wait on things like cups, because I at least have some mugs and that sort of thing. Like, we're okay for that for a while. I need to get some pots and pans, and I need to get, what's it called? Sheets, those. So I did actually go and get pillows, thankfully, because they're not coming. So I did get pillows, and I got pillowcases, so that's good, but I need to get sheets. At some point I'm gonna need to get some sort of like a comforter, but I do have blankets for the moment. So, you know, I have enough to like kind of make it work, but then I'm just basically gonna go through the list and figure out like what do I need to get, where can I get it. I'm gonna look at local stores. I know I talked about them before, we have a Sauce Grand here, and they've got a ton of home stuff, and I actually really love the aesthetic. It's all in like grays and wood and teal and like just really pretty colors. So honestly, I'm gonna look and see what I can get there. I'm gonna make my list and try and stay sort of in the price range that I originally had for Ikea. But since I'm gonna have to buy it sort of locally and bring everything home, I'll probably end up just taking, you know, the next week or two to slowly accumulate all of the stuff that I need. So yeah, that has been great. On top of everything, I don't know if you guys can tell from my voice, I have a cold or something. I don't even know. Like, I literally took almost a 2-hour nap today because I felt kind of terrible. So that is probably also adding to my irritation with this whole situation because I don't feel well. So there's that. But yeah, so haven't made much progress on anything else aside from buying pillows and pillowcases. But I don't know, as annoying as this Ikea situation is, and you know, as much as it's gonna make more work for me because I thought I had already taken care of it, at least it's like finished. At least it's sorted. So I know the stuff isn't gonna come. I'm gonna keep an eye out. I'm gonna get reimbursed for it in the next couple of days. So, you know, I can start doing a couple of things now, but because it was such a gigantic order, I'm gonna try and wait to do a lot of like the big purchases that I'm gonna have to make until after I get stuff reimbursed, because obviously like it's gonna be a big chunk of change. So that's the update for today. Hey guys, so it is Saturday, February 23rd, and for those of you keeping track, I have not vlogged in almost a week. I have to go back through and see. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna post the short update I did for you guys on Sunday, but suffice to say, I got sick. I was really feeling quite horrible, and I decided to actually take the time to rest because I was on holiday, and for once I didn't have to try and like make it work with going to work and doing all that kind of stuff. So I basically took the week off. I watched a ton of TV. I did not do very much here in the apartment, and actually I have even less done than I thought because the other half of my Ikea order never came. They actually ended up having to cancel it, so I got my money back. I actually need to just confirm that what they reimbursed me for was actually like exactly what it was. I'm sure it is because it was an entire order. But yeah, so I don't have all of those things that I thought that I was going to have, so like just basic stuff. So I also, because I was sick, I was not feeling up to going shopping and lugging it all back up to my apartment. So yeah, it's been kind of a dead week. I was feeling better yesterday, so I decided, okay, you know, I'm not going to leave the house, but my goal is to actually build some more furniture because I had gotten so much furniture, and I built some of it, thankfully, because I was able to then use it, but I still have a number of things that aren't built, and today I'm actually getting my bookshelf, thank goodness. So that's supposed to come between 10 and 12. We're at like 8 o'clock right now. So I thought I would just go ahead and give you guys a look at what I've kind of done and what the status of things is. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's been kind of a rocky start, but we're getting there. So one of my goals yesterday was to build my kitchen table. So I actually got 2 kitchen chairs done plus my kitchen table, which it is so nice to have a place to sit that's not my desk to like separate out those workspaces. I do still have 4 chairs that I need to build, but until I kind of want to wait to build these because I don't need them immediately, and I do need space to fit stuff while I have to build my bookshelf. So those are just going to live over here for right now. I also built the second stool. You'll notice I have a graveyard of boxes over here. I need to deal with some stuff, so this I have to keep for about a month. One of these actually has an espresso machine in it. The other one is empty. I need to decide what I'm going to do with that, so I just haven't had a chance yet. This, I've actually been using my kitchen, and I've managed to clear off a fair amount of workspace, but I still have that entire corner that's just like stuff I need a home for. Then you'll see more boxes. So these are actually the 2 boxes from the table. This is essentially the mattress for my couch. It's also a futon, so it'll like fold out. But I the couch is meant to go here, and obviously this is kind of full of stuff, so problematic. I have this box from my microwave, which thankfully I got my microwave, so I've been able to reheat food and not have to like use the oven every single time. I also have a couple of boxes. These actually go to my bookshelf, so hopefully I will get that made up today. TV, still haven't used it, still has the like plastic cover on it. Yeah, I have a vacuum cleaner, which I have to find a home for, and chaos, just chaos. So all of these boxes have to go into the trash. I have more boxes in the hallway. So this is actually where my bookshelf is gonna go. I need to move it. Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it, but I need to move it because when they bring it up, I want to have them put it here, which means I need some space for that. I have been able to make pretty good use of my desk area. I actually got my internet set up finally, which has been a lifesaver. I need to like clear stuff off. Like obviously some of this stuff isn't gonna live here once I get the bookshelf. I just needed a place for it for right now, and I needed a place to kind of work. I'm so behind on everything. We're gonna work on that. Still have to hook up my printer. Like it's literally plugged in, but I haven't set up the Wi-Fi, which is why that's just constantly beeping. Also, haven't moved the fairy lights. Oops. So yeah, that is the current state of affairs in here. Let's take a look. Oop. So more boxes. I don't have a trash can, so some of this is also just trash. This is actually going pretty well. I still don't have actual sheets. That's one of my goals. So this is just a pile of blankets that I've been sleeping on. Actually, I've been sleeping really well, so I'm super happy with this new mattress. This actually needs to get dealt with. I just don't know where to put it. I'm still missing a piece for my bed. I haven't ordered it yet. Need to do that. And again, pile of stuff. And yeah, so this door is still broken. I have managed to, I can like, if I aim the water back, I can actually shower, so that's good, but I need to follow up with the plumber. I just wasn't feeling well. So I can kind of use this, but it's not great. And I have a trash bag for right now because I don't have anything else. And yeah, that's kind of the situation. So as you can see, like in some ways I'm kind of almost camping because I don't have everything set up, and we're working on it. But it's definitely getting there. I was able to make, so the 2 chairs, the stool, and the kitchen table yesterday. So I made 4 things, which let me tell you, that table was like 500 steps. It was really annoying, but I have it now, and it's actually extendable. I'm not gonna like do it fully, but if you pull on this side, oops, you can see it's actually not connected. Oops, so there's actually a way of, I'm not even gonna try, it's really heavy, but there's a way of pulling out this side, and there's another piece, so I can actually make this long enough for 6 people, which is why I've got it in this direction, so that if I have people over, I can pull it out, but if not, I leave it at this, and it's like a good workspace for me, but it's not overly, it doesn't take up a ton of room. So yeah, that is the current state of affairs. I'm kind of waiting. The grocery store opens at 8:30, so I need to go get groceries for the week because I go back to work on Monday, so I have to do all of my batch cooking and that kind of fun stuff. I need to take out probably multiple loads of trash. I definitely won't be able to take everything out all at once, so I want to be able to do that. I did finally get keys so I can check my mailbox and I can do the trash thing, but I kind of don't want to test the trash thing until I have like free hands, just in case. I don't want to get locked in there accidentally. So yeah, that's how it's going. Let me just show you one last little thing. So the view from out here, I don't know if you can see, the light is actually super pretty. You can see the reflection of my chandelier in the back there. So yeah, that is my view from my breakfast table. I will try and come back and give you guys an update later. We'll see what I actually get done today and tomorrow. A lot of it's gonna have to be work stuff because obviously I go back to work on Monday and grades are due. So, should be fun. Hey guys, so sorry for the crazy hair. It's been a busy day. It is 8 p.m. on Sunday. Whoops. So, I got my Ikea delivery. We're just gonna ignore the alfalfa Cindy Lou Who hair. Don't even know what's happening. So I got my Ikea delivery, which was fantastic. I also went to a bunch of stores and got some stuff that I needed. So unfortunately, my lighting is not gonna be really great in my living room because I still don't have any lamps in there. I have one, literally. But let me show you guys how everything looks. So let's start in the good light and chaos, So I got some utensils and a little bin to dry stuff in. I also got a whole bunch of silverware, and I was trying to soak them to get the stickers off, but my sink did not plug up fully, as you can see. So they have been just sitting like that for several hours. Got a little paper towel holder. I also got a couple of pots and pans so that I can start doing some cooking, groceries as well. This I actually need to wash that had rice in it before. I think that's all over here. So I did also find a solution for my knife problem. I used to have like stationery stuff in here, but I have a new bookshelf, so I actually don't need it in there. So what I want to do is figure out a way to store all my utensils in here that I use for cooking and figure out a place on this side to store it. So knives are gonna go in one drawer, but then all of my other like peeler and all kinds of whatever else can fit in here, I'm gonna try and do. So that will be a work in progress. Got my kitchen table all set up. I have a placemat and whatnot. So this is a watercolor painting that my grandmother did, and I don't want it to get ruined, but I also don't have any idea where I'm hanging up my artwork yet, so it's just kind of hanging out on my table. Let's see, so I did get a set of 6 placemats. They're actually really pretty. They're like this sort of tan with gold thread, but you cannot see them at this time of night. And I also got some sort of matching like linen-y napkins. Sorry, I've been working all day and my brain's kind of kaput. I have a couple of other ones, so luckily the colors do work well together, but now I at least have like matching sets for if I have company over. I know this still needs to be taken care of. And, oops, stuff for the bathroom. So toilet brush and trash can for the bathroom. Still don't have a big trash can for my kitchen. It's on my list. And what I've spent the entire afternoon working on, literally from like 2 until 8, we have my couch, TV and TV table. I have my little poof sitting over there. You might notice that it is at an odd angle. That is because this couch is kind of large. Let's see. It's large, and in order to still be able to open my balcony doors and have it at an angle where I can see, and to also make sure the plugs for my internet cable, which has to hook into the back of my TV, are at like a good place. This is kind of what I've got going right now. I don't know that it's gonna necessarily stay like this, but it works for now. And it's probably mostly gonna just be me hanging out and watching TV here, so it doesn't really matter, but at least I can like get into the kitchen. And then the thing that took me probably, I would say at least 2 hours, my bookshelf. I am so freaking excited for this thing. So I got one that actually came with 2 different little cabinet like doors and 4 little drawers. So I decided to do them kind of in the center here, just because I don't know, I like the look. And then I also did them alternating and with the doors opening inwards because I'm a nerd and it had to be like sort of symmetrical. This is all stuff I don't yet know what I'm doing with. I'll give you guys a tour when it's nice out. So yeah, that has been my labor of love today. I've already taken down 2 loads of trash, and we still have this monstrosity by my door. I did tape it closed so that I could at least get out if I needed to. And this is trash, as is this. So I will definitely have to take trash out tomorrow, but the like piles are no longer over here, which I'm super excited about. I also got a laundry hamper, which has little arrows on it. And one last thing in this kind of wrap up, I got a laundry hamper, which I still have to take the tag off, a laundry hamper for towels and stuff, because I don't wash my towels the same way I do my clothes, so I don't want them together, but everything else can kind of mix and I'll deal with it. So these are some towels I got because I need some more. I need to undo them and wash them. And then this is like lingerie bags that were in, my old bag for laundry, so I have to figure out where they're gonna live. And because this, is kind of far away, I got a little mirror that's actually like a normal side and a magnifying side so that I can see what I'm doing if I need to, like for makeup and stuff. So that is the current state of affairs. It is a lot later than I thought. I, at one point, looked at my watch and like just glanced at it and was like, oh yeah, it's like only 6 o'clock. No, just kidding. It was like 7 o'clock. And at that point I was like, I'm committed. I'm gonna get this stuff done so that I can just like take out the trash tomorrow, because tomorrow I actually need to go back to my old apartment and clean and then do all of my lesson prep for Monday. So tomorrow is gonna be another busy day, but the good thing is I did a ton of stuff today and I feel like back to normal. So I feel like my taking a week off to rest and recuperate actually worked. So that's great. So yeah, it is now super late for me. I am going to test out my new TV. I have an episode of Leverage on. I actually had a couple episodes going in the background for like while I was building, just as like background noise, because I've actually watched the entire series before, so like no big deal. And maybe have food. I'm honestly like thirsty but not really hungry, but I feel like I should eat something. So I might need to poke around the kitchen. The kitchen's gonna be another project. I'm gonna have to do all my cooking and like find homes for things and wash a whole bunch of new stuff so that I can actually use it. So yeah, it's been a good day. It's been a busy day. I will catch up with you guys tomorrow if I do anything apartment related. If not, I'll catch up with you guys the next day I do more apartment related stuff. So good night. Hey guys, so this is going to be the last update for the moving vlog, but don't worry, I'm going to do another apartment tour once I've got everything a little bit more situated. You might notice in the background that I have my bookcase and my couch all set up. I actually spent today and went and got dishes and some throw pillows and a blanket for the couch, because I always like to cuddle up with a blanket. But yeah, this is going to be officially the last one because I have basically everything I need. I have a couple things to still put together probably before I do an apartment tour for you guys. I'd like to finish my bed also, still waiting on that one. But I am officially moved out of my old apartment. I just did the final checkout and gave back my keys. So I thought I would go ahead and kind of wrap this up and give you guys just a couple of final thoughts before I finish this vlog. So hopefully it was kind of interesting. I have no idea how good some of the footage is gonna be just because I don't have a lot of lighting right now in my new apartment. I have lighting in some rooms, but not always very good, we'll say. But yeah, this came together really fast. I actually sort of, when I set this goal that I wanted to move in 2019, I kind of expected it to take a couple of months just to even, you know, look for apartments and all of that kind of stuff. But once I actually launched the search, I think it took 3 weeks. I think so I saw this apartment the first time. I saw a second apartment once, which was like an immediate no. I did a second visit for this apartment and then signed the papers. And I think it was approximately 3 weeks by the time kind of everything came together. Obviously it took a little bit longer just for the actual moving in and then doing my final checkout with the old apartment, but that ended up working out really well just because I was sick all of last week. I wouldn't have been able to do, you know, I wouldn't have been able to go and clean the old apartment and deal with all of that while I was feeling so poorly. So I'm glad that I actually sort of pushed it back a little bit later than I originally had intended to. But yeah, I am super excited. I'm super happy with this new apartment. It is just, I have so much more space than I had in my old place. I got to choose all of the furniture and all of this stuff that's going in it, so it definitely feels more like my home kind of thing rather than just sort of a way station while I figure out what the next move is. So I'm super excited to show you guys the apartment tour once I get things a little bit more situated. I'll definitely try and make sure I do it during the daytime so you get the full effect of the natural light in here. So I hope you guys enjoyed coming along on my move. So if you guys have any other comments or questions, let me know, but just keep in mind that I will be doing an apartment tour vlog at some point in the nearest future. So if it's about how things are actually set up, don't worry, I will give you guys a video about that. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hey guys, so if you've made it all the way to the end of this video and are actually watching my end screen and you're not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you would. There's a little button right there for you to do it. And if you're interested in watching some more of my videos, I have links to 2 of my older videos off to the left there, so you can check those out if you would like to, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.